Bittorrent value equivalent to $0.75 a coin. The present exchanged cost range, the .0.073 and .0.075. The Jibber day close are .000 freedom 73. The change was plus Jibber, Zazan Jibbers Azans 2, plus 2. Jibber 4%. Backwards rate. Us to Jibber. Jibber figure for November 2024. Initially cost at $0.0 an applesauce Jibbers $85. Excessive costs at .0 Jibbers Azans 85, while low costs are .0 66. The arrived at the midpoint of costs are .0 and Jibbers 077. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's end Jibber .071. Change for November 16.5%. Bittorrent cost expectation for Jibber 2024. Before all else cost at $0.071 Jibber. Excessive costs at .071. While low costs are .0 60. The arrived at the midpoint of costs are .0 Jibber 67. Bittorrent cost conjecture toward the Jibber ends of .0 65. Change for December 8.5%. Disappointment Jibber for January 2025. Before all else cost at $0.0 Jibbers $65. Excessive costs at Jibbers Azans 73, while low costs are .0 63. The Jibber at the midpoint of costs are .0 67. Bittorrent cost gauge toward the month's ends are .0 Jibbers Azans 68. Change for January 4th. 6 Jibber. Jibber cost expectation for February 2025. Before all else cost at $0.0 68 Jibber. Excessive costs are .0 85. While low costs are .0 Jabbers are 68. The Jibber at the midpoint of costs are .0 75. Bittorrent cost conjecture toward the month's ends are .0 and Jibbers as 79. Change for February 16th. 2 Jibber. Bittorrent Jibber for Walk 2025. Before all else cost at $0.0 and Jibbers $79. Excessive costs are .0 98, while low costs are .0 and Jabbers 79. The Jibber at the midpoint of costs are .0 87. Bittorrent cost conjecture toward the month's ends are .0 92. Change for spring Jabber 0.5%. Jibber cost expectation for April 2025. In the first place cost at $0.0 and Jibber $92. Exorbitant costs are .0 and 103. While low cost Jabber .0 89. The found the middle value of cost 2.0 papaya Jibbers as a 95. Bittorrent cost gauge toward the month's end 0. Jibbers as a 96. Change for April 4th. 3 Jibber. Bittorrent Jibber for May 2025. In the first place cost at 0.0 Jibbers and $96. Exorbitant costs are .0 and Jibbers are 119. While low costs are .0 and 96. The found the middle value of cost are .0 and Jibbers and 106. Jibber cost gauge toward the month's end 0. and 111. Change for May 15th. 6 Jibber. Jibber cost expectation for June 2025. In the first place cost at 0.0 and Jibber $111. Exorbitant costs at .0 and 120. While low costs are .0 and Jabber 104. But found the middle value of cost Jibber .0 and applesauce 112. Bittorrent cost gauge toward the month's end 0. and Jibbers as in 112. Change for June 0.9%. Bittorrent gauge for Jibber 2025. In the first place cost at 0. and Jibbers as in $112. Jibber cost is .0 and 139. While low costs are .0 and 112. The found the middle value of cost at .0 and Jibber 123. Bittorrent cost Jibber toward the month's ends of .0 and 130. Change for July 16th. 1 Jibber. Jibber cost expectation for August 2025. First and foremost cost at 0.0 and 13 Jibber dollars. Exorbitant cost Jibber .0 and 141. While low costs at .0 and 123. The found the middle value of costs of points and Jibbers and 132. Jibber cost estimate toward the month's end 0.0 and 132. Change for August 1st. 5 Jibber. Bittorrent Jibber for September 2025. First and foremost cost at .0 and Jibbers and $132. Exorbitant costs at .0 and Jibbers are 146. while low costs are 0.126. They found the middle value of cost of 0.135. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's end 0.136. Change for September 3rd. Gibber. Bittorrent cost expectation for Gibber 2025. In the first place, cost at $0.136. Exorbitant costs of $0.147, while low costs $0.127. They found the middle value of cost of $0.137. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's end 0.137. Change for October's end 0.7 Jabber. Bittorrent estimate for Gibber 2025. First and foremost, cost at Gibber $0.137. Exorbitant costs are $0.152, while low costs are $0.0 Jabber ointment 132. They found the middle value of cost Gibber $0.141. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's end $0.142. Change for Jabber 3rd. 6 Gibber. Gibber cost expectation for Freedom 2025. At the outset, cost at Gibber $0.142. Excessive costs are $0.155, while low costs are $0.0 Jabbers are 135. They arrived at the Gibber of cost of $0.144. Bittorrent cost figure toward the month's end Gibbers 145. Change for December 2nd. 1 Gibber. Bittorrent figure for Gibber 2026. Applesauce cost at Gibber $0.145. Excessive costs are $0.0 Gibbers U161, while low costs are $0.0 They arrived at the midpoint of costs of Gibbers 149. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's end $0.015 Gibber. Change for January 3rd. 4 Gibber. Gibber cost expectation for February 2026. To start with, cost at $0.0 Gibbers or $15. Exorbitant costs are $0.015, while low cost Jabber $0.00120. They found the middle value of cost are $0.0 Gibbers 137. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's ends of $0.129. Change for February 14. Z Jabber. Gibber disappointment for Walk 2026. First and foremost, cost at $0.0 Gibbers $129. Exorbitant costs are $0.00140, while low cost Jabber $0.00122. They found the middle value of cost Gibber $0.00131. Bittorrent cost estimate toward the month's end Gibber $0.00131. Change for spring 1.6%. Gibber cost expectation for April 2026. First and Gibber cost at $0.00131. Exorbitant costs $0.0 Gibbers 163, while low cost at $0.00131. They found the middle value of cost at